My dear viewers, in this video you will see Estonia like you have never seen it before. I'm here in an abundant town, and over there behind me there is an old school, and there are numbers and it says 1954. So I'm walking around here in this town. Before the town I was at a different spot and location. I made a lot of footage for you, so you can be very excited about that video. Hello my dear viewers, and welcome to a new video here with Benjamin, aka Bushcraft Bear. Today I will take you with me. Together we will explore northeast of Estonia. Now I'm here in the little village Sinimäe, and there is a huge tower, and from this tower we will have a nice overview over the country. And this is where I start, so I can show you how it looks like over here. I have a drone, but here in this area it's not allowed to fly the drone. You have to go more west of Estonia, and then it would be possible to fly a drone, but here not. I will explain you everything, so maybe if you will come to Estonia one time, you can do this tour yourself. So I'm here in Sinimäe. I parked close to the school building, and from here, in this direction, I will show you. Over there is the tower. It's a short walk. And there are also signs at the main road, or one sign at the main road that shows you that where you have to drive your car. So if we look back for a minute, you can see the school. There are flags. There is the Estonian flag. And you can see that it's spring over here. The trees are blooming, the grass is growing. But for example, in Germany, the grass is much higher and the trees, they have much bigger leaves than here. It was very cold this winter here. So Rufus is with me, and we were here one time before. When I arrived here in Estonia, I read all your comments in my last video, and I was overwhelmed of your warm support. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. That gives me a lot of inspiration for new videos. And there were some questions, and I will answer those questions in an extra video. Maybe I will do a Q&A or something. So now look at that over here, how beautiful it is. There's a little garden, a few houses, a lot of space over here. And that's what I like most here in Estonia, that you have a lot of space. And there are not many people around. If you drive your car, you can drive easily. There is tempo limits over here. No worries, as a dog owner I always have a bag with me, and I will clean up immediately over here. Life is a bit different if you own a dog. But now I'm used to it, and I don't think much about it to remove his business. And The benefits, if you have a dog, they are much bigger or greater than the few little things you have with your dog sometimes. Yeah, so sometimes you have a lot of worries with your dog, especially when your dog gets ill. So Rufus is like a little child, sometimes like a 2-year-old child. A little bit. A child is much more work, that's for sure. But sometimes he's a little bit like a little kid. Rufi, komm her. Auf hier. He's not allowed to go there, to the playground. Yeah, look at that beautiful playground over here. And here's a lot of space, so kids can play here. Very nice. Okay, so this hill over here, in Second World War, this hill was very important because the landscape over here is very flat. Everything is flat except of this hill over here. So not whole Estonia is flat, but this region here, you will see it when we go, or I go up the tower, then you can have an overview. So everything is flat, and during the war this hill was important for this, for the infantry and for the battle, because over here is a huge battlefield. More about that later. There's also a museum over here. That was a big battlefield between the Red Army and the German Army. The Estonians joined the German army, and together there were a big fight over here. But there is a museum, there is everything explained. I will go into that later or in another video. And there are also some signs over here. 9041 Vaivara. It's also written in English. You can see over here. Vaivara Manor. So I will make like this. Maybe you can pause the video and then you can read it by yourself. So most of the signs over here written in Eesti, Estonian language, in English and in Russian language, so everybody can read it. And this is from the RMK. This is the Ministry of, how can you say, in German you would say Forstbehörde. They are here for the forests and hiking trails and so on. They have their own app. I have this app, and with the RMK app you will find all the recreation areas. You can find the hiking trails. You can find over there all the spots where you can camp in the forests or at the lakes and so on. Very, very good. And you see all the flowers over here. Do you have this flower in the country where you live? Maybe in the United States. In German it is called Schlüsselblume. And that means in English key flower. Like a key, like the key where you open a door with. Schlüsselblume. What's the English word for this flower? It's also a wild edible, but more like a medical plant. What I didn't find yet is wild garlic. In Estonian language it's karulauch. In German it's Bärlauch. Like a bear, and then lauch, leek. Lauch is a leek, the vegetable leek. Bärlauch, karulauch, wild garlic. but I didn't find any. Maybe one time, we will see. So the Estonians, they don't tell you when, if they know where wild garlic grows, they don't tell you. It's a secret, like the mushrooms or the good fishing spots, they don't tell you. Let's see, maybe it's windy up there. Here you can see another big sign. There we have an old tank, old buildings. We have a memorial, different kind of memorials, memorials from the Red Army or memorials from the Estonian soldiers and German soldiers. Here I think these are German soldiers with a Panzerschreck. And this is this weapon over here. Estonian soldiers prepare to fire a Panzerschreck in August 1944. So these are Estonian soldiers. Okay. And there is also this museum over here. There, we will go there one time. This is here in this village. Is it open today, by the way? Tuesday to Saturday. Today's Tuesday. Oh, 10 to 5. We could go there today. No, 16:8, 14:6, 15:6, 15:18. Just during the summer holidays. Doesn't matter. Maybe we go there today. We will see. Okay, you can see there is on this sign history. We have something about the plants. We have something about the geography. So you can learn a lot here. While you are hiking, you can learn. That's what I like really much. I like to get new knowledge. Okay, there are some hikers coming. This is the word. Here is Viivikonna Blue Hills. If you Google this, Viivikonna Blue Hills, you will find a lot of information. So now I would say we go up the tower and then we will see. Okay, I tell you now, I think that this video will get a little bit longer because, yeah, I will show you a lot of things. I will explain a lot, talk a lot. So you wrote in the comments under the last video that you would like to see Estonia and that I shall show you around. So that's what I do now. And I enjoy it really. So I will take my time and I will show you everything I see and explain you some things. I don't know much about Estonia. I'm learning a lot of things myself too over here, so we can explore together this country. Okay, so Rufus, he has to stay over here. I will put him next to the stairs so he can take care of my backpack, and I will go up the hill. Not up the hill, up the tower. Okay, let's see how fit I am. I'm still fit because I was 4 days camping in the forest over here. I made a video about this on my German YouTube channel called Benjamin and Rufus, and I really enjoyed this trip into nature. Okay, so now I have to climb up the stairs. See you later. All right, I made it. Now I will give you a brief overview over what you can see over here. So in this direction there is Narva, the third biggest city here in Estonia. You can see One moment. Here you can see Narva. I'm not sure if it's working out with the wind. I have my mic with me. We will see. So over here you can see the factory. This is an oil shale factory, and they are producing electricity over there. There's also a wind park, and the landscape is shaped by oil shale mining. So over here you can see that. And there is the other oil shale factory, a very big one. And over here you see the Baltic Sea, and you can see Sillamäe. This is a town that was once a closed town in Soviet times because they were mining uran over there. You use it for a power plant, atomic power plant. So it was not allowed to visit this city during Soviet times, and the workers there, they were not allowed to talk about what they are doing there. So you can see there are the other hills, Vaivara Blue Hills. There are two other hills. Over there, the Baltic Sea. Now in Sillamäe there is a harbor, still some factories. And you can see here in Estonia there's a lot of forest. Okay, now we have the view to the east. Here you can see the Baltic Sea. This is called in German a finnischer Meerbusen. So this is the Baltic Sea over here. So in this direction there is Finland. You know, Finland, the capital city is Helsinki. And over here is the Russian coast. Maybe over there is Ust-Luga, a big harbor in Russia. But I'm not sure. Could be. So you see how important this hill was during Second World War, because you have really a very good overview from here. Yeah, and that's basically it. You can see the main road over here. This is the road from Narva through Tallinn, and this road goes all the way next to the Baltic Sea, and then after about 200 kilometers you will reach Tallinn, the capital city of Estonia. We will visit this city one time. Okay, now I go down again. It's very windy here. I hope that the sound was okay. Okay, let's see what Rufus is doing. Oh, look at him. He's a good boy. Rufi, da bin ich wieder. Ja, was machst du denn? He's a really good boy. Oh look, I found something. Rufi, komm mal mit. What is that? That's a ring, my precious. Maybe this is Lord of the Rings? No, what is it really? There's something written in Russian. Wow, that's very interesting. I have to figure out what that means. The ring was here on the ground. If someone watches this video and recognizes this ring, just write me down in the comments and you will get your ring back. I will take it now with me and I will figure out what is written here on the ring. I will tell you that later. So now I will make a break over here. There are some benches. I will eat something, drink something, and then we will go on with our sightseeing tour here in beautiful Estonia. By the way, imagine you would use a metal detector over here. You would find a lot from Second World War. I've seen some videos on YouTube from someone that was with his metal detector here in the forest, and he found a lot. But all this, or a lot of things you can see in the museum. Okay, see you later. So yesterday I was here in the shopping mall in Narva and I bought some new clothing. This clothing was reduced in the shop and I'm very happy with it. It's not the typical trekking outdoor clothing. This is a very comfortable clothing, perfect for sightseeing tour like this and exploring new places. And what I like most about this trouser is here that you have this extension here where your knees are, because often I'm here on the ground, knee, and make some fire or something, and this gives my knees extra space, and it's very soft, so if I drive a lot with the car and so on, it's absolutely perfect. With it, this vest over here, this jacket without arms, if there is a chill wind, it gives me extra warmth. And also I have a hoodie, but this one is in my car for the cold evenings. And I feel very, very good with this clothing. It's all in gray and black, so I blend in here into the environment. Not bright colors or something, just here blending in, and like the gray man, you know this? In the city, the gray man style. Okay, so now I have a German bread. No, actually it's a ciabatta bread. And I have some salad on it, tomatoes, onions, smoked tofu, mayonnaise, yeah. And for Rufus, yeah, he will get some bread from me. Afterwards, I have some chocolate here, Hanuta. This is very special. I think you can get this only in Germany. Hanuta Haselnuss Schnitte. This is a wafer. Do you say wafer? A waffle. This is a waffle with chocolate and some hazelnuts in it. Tastes very, very good. I think this is the same factory that also produces Nutella. Do you know Nutella? This is a chocolate cream topping for your bread or toast. Also very delicious. Yeah. The Hanuta waffles, they are a present from a viewer of mine. He sent me one time a parcel with a lot of Hanutas in it. So many, so it's a couple of weeks since he sent me this parcel, but still I can eat from this Hanuta. Sometimes I eat 2 a day, and yeah, I like them. I could eat them every day. Okay, so enjoy your meal. Very good, very rich and very tasty. Okay guys, I'm stuffed. Rufus also got some bread and some water. And to be honest with you, this is something I really like to do. So sightseeing, driving around with the car, stop anywhere and then have a look what's going on there, what can you see, what can you learn over there. It reminds me a little bit of my childhood, because my grandparents, they always took me on some sightseeing trips, and they showed me their places where they live, and they explained me a lot, so I learned a lot from them. So now we go a little bit here into the forest around this tower, just to have a look what's going on over here, and then we will go back to the village, and then we will check out the museum. So here is a very narrow hiking path. Down there is a farm or something, maybe with cows, I don't know exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's how it looks like over here. So if you wonder what equipment I use for filming, so I have this DJI mic. This is very important, especially when it's windy, because I'm filming with my iPhone 17 Pro. Because with this iPhone you have this picture-in-picture mode, or yeah, you can. So I can hike around and you can see me in this tiny little picture on the right side. That's also a nice place here. And then also I have a DJI Osmo 7 gimbal, because with this gimbal I can switch off the mode in my iPhone. This iPhone, if you hike and film handheld, it has also a feature that it will reduce shaking. But then the video quality is not that good. So with the gimbal reduces the shaking if you film handheld and while you are walking. And so I can film 4K, but I will upload full HD, because 4K, if the video is very long, this will be a lot of gigabytes. But anyways, the quality, if I film in 4K and reduce the quality down to full HD, it will be very nice. Yeah, that's the technical aspect here for my filming. I just invested in all this new stuff here because I figured out after all the time with GoPro and camcorder and so on that at the moment for me the best thing to film is a smartphone. Any kind of smartphone, does not need to be an iPhone. Now, the year 2026, most of the smartphones they have a very good camera and you can film. So if you are planning to film or to start a YouTube channel and so on, you can just use your smartphone. Very nice flowers over there. Yeah. But more important than the video quality is the tone, because if the tone is not right and it's noisy or you can hear the wind, then the whole video, the people will not watch the video. The audience, they will not watch it because it's not watchable, because yeah, it hurts in your ear maybe. And this microphone is very good. It's really good. Okay, Rufi, come here. So I have to take him back on the leash because there is the playground and all, the kids are playing. He is friendly to. He's not interested in kids or in other humans or so on. He just likes other female dogs, and he's very connected to me, but he's not so interested in other people. So some dogs, they ran into other people, but he does not. He just stays with me. That's all he wants. So this little village is really beautiful. Sinime, I really like it. I could imagine to live here, because look at that. I will show you. Down there you can see some houses and the gardens and so on. It's beautiful. So that was very cute now. One of the kids wanted to touch Rufus and to, in German we say streicheln, to touch him and to pet him. And he was greeting me in eesti keel, so in Estonian language. He said tere. I said tere too, tere. Tere means hello. And I asked him, how do you do in Eesti? And he answered, and then he switched to Russian language, because many people here, they speak Russian, because there are many Russians are here. And Yeah, he asked in Russian if he can pet him. And I understand this a little bit too. And I said da, that means yes. Or хорошо, that means хорошо, that means good, okay. Or yeah, the basic words, I know them. До свидания or здравствуйте, здрасте. So this is how they talk here mostly in the east, especially Narva. And then if you leave Narva, then people speak more and more eesti keel, Estonian language. That has something to do with the Soviet times here, because sadly they switched the inhabitants, they changed the people over here. They brought many Russian to this country over here to work here and so on. But that's another story, and it's I cannot talk. I have to figure out more about this, that I say the right words, because this is I would say, like hot topic. You know, you have to be. It's very sensible topic, because the Estonian people, they are not that many years independent. You have to think about that. When the Soviet Union was fallen apart, then Estonia became independent again. And that was in the late 80s. Now, since then, they are a own sovereign democratic state that belongs to the European community. They are also in NATO, and you can see their flag over there. So how did you like the video so far? Do you enjoy it? Here in Estonia, Sinimäe. Yeah, Rufus enjoys it. He smells and smells. He's sniffing everywhere. Okay, let's see, what do we have over here? An old cannon. Another cannon. Pure metal. Let's have a look. Okay, so here is the Vaivara Museum. So I have to ask if I can bring my dog, and then I can. It looks not that big, that museum. Maybe I can here fix Rufus in the shade, and then we can have a look here. What's going on over here? There are a lot of stories over here. Oh no, not very nice stories. Yeah, this is all from the Second World War. Let's see. Okay, a lot of metal over here. Okay, I will ask first, and I think maybe you have to pay something, and then we will have a look around here. If it's open, I'm not sure. No, it's not open. Okay, maybe next time. So then we will have a look over here, what we have here, and then look at it. Kraftstoff, 200 liters, feuergefährlich. Wehrmacht. That is from a tank, I think. Oh, you can see here this some, I don't say much because my English is not that good here with that topic. You can see it by yourself what that is. I think this is a puck, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, that's old history, and I'm really glad that there is now here, that it's peaceful here at the moment. And all the cemeteries here from the fallen soldiers, and there are a lot here, they are a reminder how important peace is. So next time when it's open, we will go here and I will show you more. Pure metal. Imagine how heavy such a tank was. Unbelievable heavy. And I think it was very difficult to drive a tank, especially here in Estonia, because there is a lot of swamp and you have no chance. Auf geht's, Ruf, komm. This is really thick. Unbelievable. So heavy and so much metal. Metal everywhere. An old engine. Crazy, that's really crazy. Okay, that was teenager language. I'm influenced by my daughter. It's not funny, I can tell you. A lot of suffering. For example, in Narva, there's also a German cemetery. There are nearly 15,000 German soldiers buried. Oh, this looks like from a plane, maybe a wing from a plane. Here. This is so heavy, brutal. Okay, I think these are bullets. Boy, they are massive. Very heavy. And this is a tornister, I think. An old shovel. Yeah, it's definitely worth it to come here to northeast Estonia, Narva, because here you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot about history, and also now you have the history from the Second World War. You have the Soviet Union history over here, and yeah, you have many Russian-speaking people here. It's a little shelter. Oh, there's also a stove. Okay. Good, Rufus. We've seen a lot. we will come back. Maybe I will come here another day. What's that, a helmet? Yeah, this is a helmet, but this is, I think this is from the Red Army, a helmet. Oh, God bless the soldiers. That feels not very good, because I can feel here all the suffering of the soldiers and of the war and so on. Hey, but I'm not sure from which country this helmet is. So please excuse me if I say something wrong or something. I'm not an expert in this topic. Here we have this. There you can cook your meals inside. Yeah, so many years have gone since the war. So many years. Now we have different times. Still wars in the world. Very, very sad. It's time for peace, really. Okay, again, please excuse myself if I said something stupid or etwas Unpassendes. I'm just here to have a look, and I see this first time too, and yeah, I just want to show you this. Look at that, maybe a grenade. Oh, this is very heavy. I really can feel or hear how, when such a thing flies through the air and lands next to you. This is absolutely brutal. This is brutal. Horseshoes, melted metal. Good. Okay, we are leaving the place. July 1944. That's in Dutch. There were soldiers from Flandern. If you're from the Netherlands, here you can read it in Dutch. There were also soldiers from Flandern here. Croatia, Russia, Estland, Lettland, Estonia, Latvia or Lithuania. Oh, I'm sorry. Regiment Denmark, 1943, 1945. Okay, that's what you can find here. Oh, there is some water. That's also good. Here you have a map from the battle, and you can read everything over here. But you can Google yourself in the internet if you are interested in the Narva Rinne, Narva Front, 1944. Okay, so now we leave this behind us. Look at that beautiful pond. We have willow over here next to the water. Now, my dear viewers, I will go back to the car, because originally I want to show you something completely different. I've got another surprise for you, an interesting location where we drive now. It's still early, we can go there. And we will go now to an old abandoned village. There used to live more than 2,000 people. Now there are still 50. There's the cat. Oops. She didn't see Rufus. Rufi, komm weiter. Geh weiter. But Rufus is used to cats. He does not care about cats. Let's have a look. There's the cat. She did not recognize anything. And here's Rufus, totally relaxed. Fine, Rufus. Good boy. Oh, it's getting warm now. Yeah, okay. Back to the village. It's an old oil shale mining village where all the workers were living. And now all the houses, or most of the houses, are empty. They are lost places. So I want to show you this. This is very unique and special here in Viivikonna County, Estonia. Yeah, that's the region over here. We will go there now. Okay guys, now we are close to that old oil shale mining village. And I drove this road here, just random from the main road. I went here because I want to make a little break first, and I want to show you nature over here, how it looks like here if you are in between the villages, and it looks very beautiful. Mostly there are some creeks and forests in different kinds with different trees and so on. So let's explore together. Okay, at first I want to show you that creek. Mostly the water is very dark because of the sediment inside of the water. That means there are particles of earth or from leaves or something like that. So it looks a little bit, dark, dirty. You can find here in some of the rivers or creeks, you can find trout. At the moment it is very dry here in Estonia. It didn't rain for a long time. Everything is dry, and you can see that there is not much water. Normally I think it would be much higher. You can see it over here. Normally that would be underwater, and there are living beavers, elk, wolf, lynx, bobcat, I think, or a wild cat, I mean. Maybe that's different to bobcat. And raccoons, I think. And wolverine. Do you say wolverine? It is called Vielfraß in German. And bear. One is here, Bushcraft Bear. And the other bears are here in the forest. No, but there are a lot of bears, especially here in Viivikonna County or in the Allugatuse National Park. I'm in a Facebook group where they post pictures from nature, and from time to time you can find their pictures from bears. But I never heard of a bear encounter here in Estonia, so they are very shy and normally you don't see them. When I went here to Estonia and I went on my first camping trip, I saw a bear crossing the street, a young bear. I was very excited about that. Komm, Rufus. Okay, now that I'm here, I want to cross the field and I want to check out this over there. Because that looks not natural. We will see what that is. Yeah, I want to check that out. Actually, it's a very good field. If you hide here next to the trees, I'm sure you can observe or watch some wild animals. That's quite a distance, but we are nearly there. Sometimes it happens when I follow my intuition. When I follow my guts, sometimes I find very interesting places or things. Same now. Beautiful Estonian sky. There are a lot of things here in Estonia to explore, so please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more of my adventures. You never know what will happen over here or what I will discover. I'm always good for a surprise. Okay, that's a little hill. Could be anything at the moment. Sometimes if there's a big field like that, the farmers collect all the stones and put them on one place. That could be something like that. But mostly I like those little hills because there are interesting plants or old trees, because no one touches it. It stays like that. And if you are on the top of the hill, you have a good view. Maybe that would be... Oh, what's over here? Signs of animals. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Maybe badger lives here, or a fox. Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. If you explore... Oh, there are bones. Okay. Yeah, the walk was worth it. Rufus and I discovered in German we say Dachsburg. If the badger lives here in this hill. Dachsburg means badger castle. Because sometimes if the badgers are living here, they make a lot of holes, and it's like a castle. Many holes, and you can see the walls here. And also, yeah, you can see the stones here. So that means the farmer collects the stones from the field and then put the stones here. So now let's have a look. Bone over here. And because there's a lot of soil from deep in the ground, you can find something. Maybe if there's something buried or something, you can find it here. We will see. Oh, and you can hear the cuckoo. Do you know the cuckoo? Oh, that's interesting. Now I need a dackel. You know, oh, he's looking. A dackel is a special kind of dog for hunters, and dackel, they go inside of this. Ah, Rufus, was ist da? Guck mal. Nee, geh da nicht rein. That's something absolutely new for him. He never saw something like that. And he's from La Palma, Spain, Canary Islands. He does not know wild animals. Maybe some rabbits. Now he's looking. What is that? Ah, Rufus, was ist da? Was ist da? Rufi. Da guckst du, gell? I have to check him out for ticks. Because this year there are many ticks here in Estonia. Okay, let's go around here. And this here is the path from this animal. Maybe fox or badger, I don't know exactly now. There are some signs you can only find if there is a badger. For example, the badger makes a little hole in the earth, and then he makes his business in this hole. Latrine, we say in German. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Good place for hunting. He's very curious about what is going on over here. Oh, it's a very mysterious place with the wind in the trees. Well, I would say that's a very good place for the fox or the badger, because from here he can sit here on top of the hill, look around, very protected here. Really nice. Wow, look at that. And it really looks that there are some animals living in here. It looks fresh. Or, yeah, there's a lot of soil. Okay guys, I will go back to the car. Question to you, is it unpolite if I say guys? Because I saw that in another video from another YouTuber, and it sounds good for me. Hey guys, look at that, or so like this, you know. I mean, dear viewers, it's very polite. I will keep that. But you know, to make it more sound easy, I could say, come on guys, we go back to the car now. So is that okay? Spring and summer is really a very comfortable, easy and nice season, because the winter was very rough, cold and long, especially here in Estonia. Now I really have respect for the winter. So it's the first time now I'm walking around here with my t-shirt. And it's already, yeah, nearly middle of May. Look here, I have everything to recharge my batteries from my cell phone. Now it's 3:20. It's the 12th of May. And here I have this gimbal. Here I have my battery. Very easy to handle. It's also a job starter. If the battery for my car would be empty, I can start my car with that battery. And here I have my microphone. And the microphone has its own case. And here I can charge the batteries of the microphone. So this all together is a very handy setup. The gimbal, microphone with a dead cat here. So no matter how windy it is, the sound will be good. And my smartphone. And with this kit, I can film very well. I arrived in Viivikonna. That's the name of this village. Like I said before, a few people are still living here. It is the first time that I visit this village, and I'm maybe in the center, I don't know. There you can see those houses. They look like lost places. And here in the center there is nice recreation area. So there was a sign. I will go there first, and then we'll start our tour and explore everything over here. I already saw some very interesting buildings, but I want to see the sign. Maybe there is some information for me that makes it easier. And you can see how beautiful it is here, how they arranged it over here so people can have a picnic here. They have a barbecue fireplace over here. So what do you say? Isn't that beautiful? even if we have those lost places over here, and in some videos they say ghost town and so on, but look at that. You can go here to Viivikonna to make a picnic. It's beautiful. You can make fire, you can grill some steaks, then you can sit here in the shade, kids can play. What do you want more? Beautiful trees over here. So let's have a look. Here is a bin for the litter. Here you can sit. Here you can make fire. Nice barbecue grill. And here is the playground. Okay, let's have a look. As always in Eesti, English and Russian language. History of Viivikonna. Okay, I leave it like that. Maybe you can pause the video and then you can have a look what's written there. Yeah, there's also an old railway here. So this is here from 1935 to 1936. Very interesting. Okay, I will read that later too at home. This is the village. You can see surrounded by forest. Here are the railway tracks. Do you say it like this? There must be a tower somewhere. Okay, let's see. Where do we start? Where shall I go? I don't know. Let's go through that green house here. That looks a bit special. So, okay. So the building is made out of brick stones. Here was the entrance. There's the window. Okay. So I'm very glad that it is a sunny day. I can imagine if it's cloudy, rainy, it's not that friendly over here. Then maybe it looks a little bit different. But now it's very beautiful, especially in springtime. Okay, there's another house, a lot of litter around this house. Let's have a look inside. I have to be careful, not that I step in some nails or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, full of litter. That's how it looks over here. And one problem is that there is also, I think this is asbestos. Not easy, not easy. But it is like it is, my dear viewers. Some things, they have their time. And then sometimes the time is ending very slowly, and sometimes things go very quickly. And that's how it is. It smells very muffig, we would say in German. Oh yeah, you can see the stairs over here. I don't know, but I think I hear a bird inside of this building. So that litter does not look very old. But you never know what happened to these people. Sometimes life can be very hard, very rough. And you have to make choices. What's that over there? So it's easy to blame, maybe, if you walk around here. You have a good life and so on. You say, oh, what's all the litter here? What happened there? But I think that's not the right way. I'm just looking around what's going on over here, and you never know what happened to these people. Maybe that was a little room over here, a little cellar, something to store food, vegetables and so on. Na, Rufus, bleib mal hier, komm her. And maybe it's cold inside, or a good climate for vegetables. Okay, let's go on. I told you it will be a long video. I was thinking about to make 2 parts, but I will leave it like that. I really enjoy it. It's a little adventure. Graffiti in English. Old boots. So now I have to be careful with the nails because I only wear sandals. Typical German. Germans always wear sandals in summertime. No flip-flops, sandals. Actually, these are very good sandals from Tefa. Maybe you know this company. Pass auf, Rufus, komm. Komm. Big buildings over here. What do we have here? Oh, nothing special. First, let's have a last look into this building. That's how they made the ceiling. Okay. Ah, there's the tower, look. Would be interesting to know what that tower was for. Ah, I can hear construction. They made a fence around these buildings here. Come, Rufus. Okay, I don't know, maybe there's this construction site. We go a little bit further, and then we will go to the tower. Ah, look. Can you see it? This is the bird from the typical Estonian bird, Schwalbe. You find this bird very often in symbols. That is the symbol for Estonia. There's one flower, and this beautiful to see that the animals use this as their new habitat. Now the birds are living in here. Nice. That looks nice. All the people were living here. Adults, teenagers, kids. They were working here, they were living here, they went to school. Maybe that was the school, I don't know. And there's an old woman. I don't want to disturb the people here. Let's go over there. It's beautiful with the trees here. Let's check it out. Yeah, Škola. I think that's Russian language, Russian, how do you say, letters, and it means Škola. Škola is Russian for school. 1954. And you can see this star there. That's the sign, I think, for Soviet Union. That's the Škola. That's the school. Interesting. Okay, you have to be very careful when you walk around here. There is a hole. There's a dead rat inside. That's quite dangerous. Okay. Let's go around. Let's have a view inside. Maybe through this window we can have a look inside. Or maybe we can even open the door. Maybe it would be possible with force, but I will not do that. I'm just a guest over here. Okay. Can you have a sneak peek inside from here? I can see a sink. Okay. So there's a lot of asbestos here, so not the best thing for your health. You have to be careful with the dust. Ah, it's open. Nature takes back its spaces. Wow, look at that lamp. Huge lamp. Do you say lamp? I don't know. Okay. Beautiful garden. So hello, here I am again. I forgot that I can do that. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Look at that. Imagine all the kids sitting here in their classroom and learning something. And that's a long time ago. But I have to say, they were in the middle of the forest. I hope they had a good life over here. Let's have a look inside. Come here, Ruf. Sometimes I call him Rufi, Ruf, or Rufus. Okay, what's inside there? Move. It could be that sooner or later that place will vanish and they will remove all the buildings over here and maybe build something new here, who knows? And then all this will be gone. There will just be memory left, nothing else. Okay, there's another building. But that was the school. The school is very interesting. The other buildings, we will see. So you can see all the roof piles, or how do you call it, they are all removed from these buildings. Maybe they removed this and now they make everything flat here and build something new. I don't know. It looks like, because there are workers. So, and here is the part of Viivikonna. I think this is a newer part. There are living some people, nice houses, nice old trees here. Look at that. Beautiful old trees. So now we're going this road and then we will get to the tower. It was very hot in the sun. I forgot how hot the sun can get. Hey Rufi, komm! Auf geht's! That also looks nice with those trees here, with those needle trees. I don't know what kind of tree is it. It's not a spruce. I don't know. It looks nice, old. And some signs of spring. This is some eggshell from wild birds. Guck mal her. Tick. Oh, there is a memorial. Let's see what that is. There are a lot of memorials here in Estonia. Especially, I would say, here in Viivikonna. What is that? And what are these hills over here? So this is Estikel. Saksa means German. So I have to make a picture and then I will translate it. So with my old phone I made a picture. Now I copy it here. All what is written, copy. Okay, here I have the translation. In the woodland park, the burn of those who died in the home war from Czechoslovakia, powder of the N-Union deported from Poland to Lithuania, and German powder of war who died during the reconstruction of the garden. So I cannot exactly say what that means. I don't understand it, to be honest. I need someone who knows this area over here, and then maybe that person can explain it to me. Now I go a little bit this direction around the tower, and then later I want to see the red building. What will be on the top of the hill? I'm excited. With the birch trees, I really like it. Birch trees are very bright and friendly trees. They will bring you in a good mood. Ah, there's the railway. Whew. Okay. What's that? Someone is working there. Oh. Someone is cutting trees over there. The ground is very, very dry. Okay, now I will rest for a few minutes over here. Especially Rufus needs a little break. From here I have a good overview. Yeah, and then later on we will go to the tower and to those Alles gut, Rufus, ist gut. Yeah, there is, I don't know if this has something to do with the oil shale mining or if this is a training ground for the military. There are some here in the region. And there's also at the moment a exercise. The military exercise is at the moment going on, a huge one. A lot of soldiers, maybe, yeah, whatever. I'm proud of you, Rufus, because that was very loud, but he is now used to it. He learned so much since he left La Palma. Unbelievable. Alles gut, Rufi, komm. Wir machen jetzt mal eine Pause. I can hear a train in the distance. I'm sure it's coming. I will film it. That will be interesting. Now we will see. Yeah, it's coming, it's coming. My friends. That will be... What kind of train will that be? I'm here at the right place at the right moment, my friends. Awesome! Wow, I did not expect this. I saw some pictures in the internet, but I thought, why should there be a train today and so on? But now the train was there, so that makes the whole video complete, I would say. I think that train has something to do with the oil shale mining. Yeah, okay. Rufus is waiting. Okay. Na, Rufi. Das war was, gell? Ja. Bisschen gut. Now I'm walking straight through the tower. There's some graffiti up there. That means someone was on the top of the tower. The entrance is open. Let's check it out. How it looks inside. Will there be stairs or what? Look at that stone. Okay. That's how it is. Nee, Rufus, bleib mal hier. Komm. Komm hier. I bet the building is a paradise for pigeons and owls and so on. Here is a mark, summer trip 2018. That's 8 years ago. That was quite a walk, and I told Rufus that we just walk a little bit more and then we go back to the car, because it was quite a long walk and it's hot today. but he will be fine. I will treat him well when we're at the car. I will give him some water, and then this evening I only make a very short walk with him. Okay, there are some newer houses here. There are people living. Those houses look normal, yeah. Then there are some abandoned houses, some lost places. Okay, I will not go further. That's how it looks like over here. Definitely worth a visit if you are here in Narva. I drove longer, but normally it takes from Narva through here maybe 30 minutes. So I would say that's it for today. Rufus and I will drive home now. It was a really spectacular, nice adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you consider to support my channel, you can do so if you give the video a thumbs up, if you subscribe to my channel, and if you have a look down in the information box under the video, there is my PayPal link and you can support me there. And that helps me, first of all, to grow with my channel and to make more trips like this. Yeah, so that I have new content for new adventures. Okay, so I say stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much again. See you soon in another video. Signing out, Bushcraft Bear from Estonia. Goodbye. And Rufus. Rufus. Places like this remind me how temporary human life can be. The Bible says, the life of a man is like grass. It flourishes like a flower of the field. The wind blows over it and it is gone. Psalm 103. Everything built by man eventually fades away, but God remains.